Hi students, hope you all are preparing well for your upcoming exams. So today we'll be doing some objective based questions of chapter 11, that is Human Eye and a Colorful World. So let's start. If you have any doubt and queries related to today's session, then you can easily ask your doubt in your comment section, right? So let's start with the first question. Which of the following diagram correctly depicts the path of ray passing through a glass prism? Which is showing a correct path? See the first one. This is a prism. This is an incident light. If we draw the normal. So we know that ray of light is going from rarer to denser medium. So it will bend towards the normal. Again, we can draw a normal here. So when a ray of light is going from denser to rarer medium, it always bends away from the normal, right? So choose the correct one. So this is not right. This is also not right because refracted ray will not go, cannot go like this. So here also it is just passing straight, no bending is taking place here. So which is the right option? This one. Okay. Next. 4 students A, B, C, D performed an experiment of tracing the path of a ray light through glass slab for angle of incidence 45 degree and measured angle of emergence. So their observation are shown below. These are 4 students A, B, C, D and angle of emergence also 48 degree, B 45 degree, C 52 degree, D 42 degree. So you have to select that which student has performed this experiment correctly, whose observations are correct, right? So we know that we can see from here that angle of incidence is how much? 45. So in a previous session, I told you that in case of refraction and when we are talking about a prism, so in that case, angle of incidence is always equals to angle of emergence. So angle of incidence here is 45 degree. So choose the right option. Where is 45 degree? Yes. So whose observation is correct? B. Student B has correct observation. Next. The second medium shown with refracted ray for given incident ray, if this is an incident ray, if I draw a normal like this, so tell me that second medium is what? Denser, B denser or rarer, C rarer, D none of these. This one is first medium, as we can see from here that this is a normal and the refracted ray is bending towards the normal. So when refracted ray bends towards the normal, which type of medium is that? That is a denser medium. Okay, so second medium is obviously a denser one. So option A is correct. Next. In an experiment to trace the path of a ray of light passing through the glass slab, the correct measurement of angle of incidence, refraction and emergence is shown in the diagram. You have to choose the correct measurement by observing these 3 diagrams. So in first case, this is angle of incidence and it is bending towards the normal, and when it is again striking, it bends away from the normal. Okay. In the second one, no, it doesn't seem right because here angle of emergence is going somewhere else, and we already discussed that angle of incidence is equals to angle of emergence. So here it is not equal. Observe the third one. This one is I. This one is E. So no, this doesn't seem right. No, these two are incorrect. So right option is A. Next. Out of the 4 setups shown for carrying out experiment to trace the path of a ray of light through a rectangular glass slab, the best setup is. Choose the best setup. This one This one, this is only one single point. This one is bending a lot. This much bending is not needed. So the right option seems B1. So B is the right option. Okay. Next. A student, while doing the experiment on tracing the path of a ray of light passing through a rectangular glass slab, measured the three angles marked at, suppose, let's say theta 1, comma theta 2 and theta 3. His measurements could be correct if he is able to find what? You have to choose the correct measurements. Theta 1 is less than theta 2 is less than theta 3, means theta 3 is the greater one. Next, theta 1 is less than theta 2, but theta 1 is equals to theta 3. Okay. C observation is theta 1 is greater than theta 2, but theta 2 is equals to theta 3. No, angle of refraction can't be equal to angle of emergence. So this is wrong. What about this one? No, this doesn't seem right, because here we already discussed that angle of incidence is always equals to angle of emergence. See, angle of incidence is how much? Theta 1. Emergence is how much? Theta 3. So in which case theta 1 is equals to theta 3? This case. And also angle of, which is the right option? Choose the right one. Theta 1 is less than theta 2, but theta 1 is equals to theta 3. So this should be like this, yes, because the angle of incidence is greater than angle of refraction. So this one is the right option, B part. Okay, so let's move to the next question, that is seventh one. Figure given below shows a glass prism placed. A ray of light is incident on a face AB. Show the refracted ray and the emergent ray, mark the angle of deviation. Let's say this is a normal and a ray of light is striking on the normal. It forms an angle of incidence, that is angle I. So when it goes from rarer to denser medium, it will bend towards the normal. So it will go like this. It will go like this towards the normal, and angle made by refracted ray with the normal is called angle of refraction. So again we can draw a normal here like this. So when it goes from denser to rarer, it will again bend away from the normal. And angle made by an emergent ray, this one is emergent ray with the normal, is called angle of emergence. Okay, so angle of deviation is somewhat like if I say it is going from rarer to denser. So here deviation is taking place now. So this one is also called angle of deviation. So this part. Bending is taking place here. So angle of deviation. Next. Why sky appears dark instead of blue to an astronaut? Before answering to this question, students, you should know one thing, like you know that Newton did this experiment. What he did, he passed a ray of sunlight and made it strike on a glass prism, on a surface of a prism. And when this ray of sunlight passed through the prism, it split up into 7 colors. How many colors? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So the first one, it will form a VIBGYOR. When it's split up into 7 colors, what it forms? A pattern, a spectrum of colors, that is called VIBGYOR. What do you mean by VIBGYOR? V means violent, I means indigo, B means blue, G means green, Y means yellow, O means orange, R means red. So show the path of light rays with an arrow. Yes. So this is a sunlight. This is a beam of sunlight. When it passed and it strike on a prism, here splitting of light takes place, and this splitting is called dispersion. Dispersion. So as we move from violet to red, the wavelength goes on increasing. Wavelength is denoted by lambda. Wavelength goes on increasing, and scattering goes on decreasing. Wavelength is inversely proportional to scattering. Okay, more will be the wavelength, less will be the scattering. Keep this thing in your mind. Okay, so here what is asked, why sky appear dark instead of blue to an astronaut? First of all, you should know that blue color has less wavelength, right? As compared to the upper colors, blue color has less wavelength. As in, to an astronaut, there is no atmosphere in space, and if there is no atmosphere, so no sunlight can scatter the light rays. No scattering will takes place. So if there is no scattering of colors, then sky will obviously appear dark to an astronaut. Okay, so which is the right option? Because there is no air, that is right. Light is not scattered, right? Astronaut is above the earth's surface, obviously. So which is the right option? All of the above. Okay, next. Traffic signals are red. Find the correct one. Why traffic signals are red in color? These are some of the applications of atmospheric refractions which you should know, because most of the questions will come from applications only. Okay. So first one, red color has least wavelength? No. Red color has the maximum wavelength. Violet has the least. Red color has the maximum wavelength. So red color has largest wavelength and less scattering. Okay. Red color is more scattered by atmosphere. None. So the right one, the most correct one seems B, because it has largest wavelength. ऑब्वियसली ऐसी लाइट्स तो नहीं होंगी ट्रैफिक लाइट्स पे जो हमारी आईज में ही पड़ना स्टार्ट कर दे, जिससे वैसे ही एक्सीडेंट हो जाए, इतनी लाइट अगर आंख में पड़ेगी, सो वी वोंट बी एबल टू ड्राइव, राइट. अगर स्कैटरिंग कम होगी, सो इट इज पॉसिबल टू ड्राइव ऑन रोड, because red color has largest wavelength, so scattering will be less. That's why traffic signals are red in color, traffic lights. Next, a beam of white light falling on a glass prism gets split into 7 colors. So the color at position marked 5, okay, and 3, 5 and 3. So let's mark the colors. Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. ठीक है. So you have to tell what is the color marked at position 5. What is the color at 5th position? Blue. Yes. What is the color at 3rd position? Yellow. Right. So tell me that is it similar to color of sky? Yes, the color of sky is blue. Hard boiled egg. Yes, it's yellow in color. So is it correct or not? Yes, it is correct. So it's a correct option. Move to the next one. Refer to the diagram. Tell the same diagram, this one. Okay. So refer to it and you have to answer that which of the two positions correspond closely to the color of danger or stop signal light. This we already know that which type of color is used in danger or stop signal, red color. A solution of potassium permanganate, it form a violet color solution. You know what is potassium permanganate? It form violet color. So tell me which positions correspond to this one. Red color 1. Red color will correspond to 1 and violet color is 7. So which is the correct option? 1 and 7. Clear? 1 and 7. Next, a glass slab is placed over a page. Word Vibgyor is printed, each letter in its corresponding color. Which color is raised to the maximum? So first of all, students, there is one formula. Apparent depth is equals to real depth upon refractive index. We know that violet color has greater refractive index, right? Because it is the most deviated color. It shows the maximum deviation. So maximum deviation will only be of that color who has more refractive index. So it has more refractive index. So apparent depth of violet color is less. So it will be more raised. So which is the right option? Violet color. Next. Arrange the names of the following colors: green, red, blue, yellow in increasing order of their wavelength. So you can write it like this: yellow, orange, red. So choose, write in order of an increasing order, like you know that ascending order. What is that? So the least one is, first is violet, okay, then is blue, then is green. No, not correct. Next, first is red. Yes, red has the largest wavelength. Then is blue. No, because yellow should be placed above blue. So first is yellow, then is green, then no. So the D option is red, then is yellow, then is green, then blue. Okay, this is the right option. Next, write the name of color spectrum of sunlight having minimum and maximum frequencies. So first of all, there is an expression which will tell you the relation between frequency and wavelength, that is C is equals to mu lambda, where mu is called the frequency, lambda is called the wavelength, and C is speed of light. Okay. So through this relation, we can easily relate wavelength with frequency. Frequency will go down and this is a wavelength. So from here, we can easily say that wavelength is inversely proportional to the frequency. So the light which has longest wavelength has the least frequency, and light which has small wavelength will have the maximum frequency. So choose the maximum one. Violet has minimum and red has maximum. No. Violet frequency is equal to red. No, not at all. Violet has maximum. Yes, because it has least wavelength, and red has least frequency because it has the greatest wavelength. So C is the right option. Move to the next. Rainbow is a combination of what? Reflection and refraction, refraction and dispersion, C. Refraction, dispersion, and total internal reflection of sunlight. None of these. So C seems the correct option. Yes, C is the correct one. Next. A person needs a lens of power minus 4.5 diopter for correcting his vision. Okay, so what is the focal length of corrective lens? We know what is the relation between power and focal length. Power is inversely proportional to reciprocal of the focal length. So we have to find the focal length from here. It is inverse of power. So power is how much? Minus 4.5. So we can solve it like this: minus 10 upon 45. So 5259. Also, you know that focal length is always in meter, but you have to find out in centimeter. So minus 200 upon 9. How much is it? 200 upon 9. 9 2 is 18. 0. 9 2 is 18 again. Point. Again 9 2 is 18. So this option seems correct. Minus 22.2. Clear? Next. By what length of time each day increases from sunrise to sunset? By what time? 2 minutes before हमें जो sunrise है वो दिख जाता है. So at the time of sunrise there is a difference of 2 minutes. और sunset के time पे हमें 2 minutes बाद दिखता है. So how much is the total length? What is the total length? 2 plus 2 is how much? 4 minutes. So what is the correct option? 4 minutes. Okay. Next. Due to atmospheric refraction, sun appears to be risen before actual sunrise, to be risen at actual sunrise, to be risen after actual sunrise, none of the above. देखो स्टूडेंट्स, अभी सनराइज हुआ नहीं होता, मतलब अभी रियल पोजीशन जो सन की होती है वो नियर द हॉरिजन ही होती है, बट बिकॉज ऑफ एटमॉस्फेरिक रिफ्रैक्शन, जब लाइट कि जब लाइट एटमॉस्फेयर से हमारे अर्थ सरफेस की तरफ आती है तो लाइट इज ट्रेवलिंग फ्रॉम रेयरर टू डेंसर मीडियम। सो रेयरर टू डेंसर मीडियम की वजह से उसकी बैंडिंग होती रहती है टुवर्ड्स द नॉर्मल, बैंडिंग हो के उसकी जो अपेरेंट पोजीशन है वो हमें अबव द हॉरिजन दिखती है, जबकि एक्चुअली वो अभी बिलो ही होता है। और कितना डिफरेंस होता है इस सिचुएशन में? 2 मिनट्स का। ओके, मतलब अपेरेंट पोजीशन उसकी हमें 2 मिनट्स पहले दिख जाती है, बट एक्चुअल पोजीशन अभी उसकी हॉरिजन के बिलो ही होती है। और कितना टाइम ड्यूरेशन होता है? 2 मिनट्स का। सो व्हाट इज द राइट ऑप्शन फ्रॉम हियर? टू बी राइजन बिफोर एक्चुअल, अभी सनराइज हुआ नहीं होता बट हमें पहले 2 मिनट्स दिख जाता है। सो ए ऑप्शन इज राइट। ठीक है, नेक्स्ट, बाय हाउ मच टाइम इज द सनसेट डिलेड? 2 minutes obviously, so 2 minutes is the right option. Next, why sun appears oval at sunrise or sunset but circular at noon? ओवल क्यों दिखता है? बिकॉज जब सनराइज होता है तब देर इज अ बेंडिंग ऑफ लाइट एंड सन हमें पहले दिख जाता है, और सनसेट के टाइम पे सनसेट एक्चुअली हो चुका होता है बट हमें अभी अपेरेंट पोजीशन उसकी ऊपर ही दिख रही होती है। सो अनइक्वल बैंडिंग होती है सनलाइट की एट द टाइम ऑफ सनराइज और सनसेट। बैंडिंग प्रॉपर नहीं है, इक्वल नहीं है, अनइक्वल होगी सी। ठीक है, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट सन अपीयर्स ओवल। अनइक्वल बैंडिंग की वजह से हमें सन ओवल दिखता है, बट सर्कुलर एट नून इज वाई? बिकॉज सन इज ओवरहेड, एंड व्हेन सन इज ओवरहेड तो लाइट रेज आर कमिंग परपेंडिकुलर, और जब लाइट रे परपेंडिकुलर होती है सो वी ऑल्सो नो कि उसका जो एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस है वो 0 डिग्री हो जाता है। सो जिस वजह से वो अनडेविएटेड सीधी हमें दिखती है, अनडेविएटेड पास आउट हो जाती है। सो व्हाट इज द राइट ऑप्शन फ्रॉम हियर? ड्यू टू बेंडिंग ऑफ लाइट, ड्यू टू अनइक्वल बेंडिंग ऑफ लाइट, the lower edges are more refracted, none of the above. What is the right? Due to unequal bending. Okay, next, why is twinkling due to? Twinkling क्यों होती है? Reflection, B dispersion, C scattering, D refraction of light by earth atmosphere. देखो, this is the same scenario. Let's say student star is over here, star यहाँ पे है। जो स्टार की लाइट है अब वो कहाँ से कहाँ आ रही है? जो अबव द अर्थ सरफेस, जैसे जैसे हम हाइट की तरफ अप्रोच करते हैं तो हम रेयरर मीडियम की तरफ जा रहे हैं, और सन की लाइट जो है जब स्टार की लाइट हमारे अर्थ सरफेस की तरफ आएगी तो वो रेयरर से डेंसर मीडियम में आ रही है। उसकी बेंडिंग होते होते वो अवे फ्रॉम टूवर्ड्स द नॉर्मल बेंडिंग होगी, बिकॉज इट इज गोइंग फ्रॉम रेयरर मीडियम टू द डेंसर मीडियम। सो अगेन एटमॉस्फेरिक रिफ्रैक्शन इज टेकिंग प्लेस हेयर, और इतने सारे एटम्स, इतने सारे डस्ट पार्टिकल्स, इतने ऑब्जेक्ट्स होते हैं जब लाइट रेयरर से डेंसर मीडियम ट्रेवल कर रही होती है, जिनकी वेवलेंथ भी अलग अलग होगी लाइट की, और स्पीड भी। एवरी रे ऑफ लाइट विल पास थ्रू डिफरेंट वेवलेंथ एंड डिफरेंट स्पीड। सो जब वो रेयरर से डेंसर जाएगी तो उसकी बैंडिंग होती रहेगी। बैंडिंग होने की वजह से जो अपेरेंट पोजीशन होता है स्टार का वो हमें डिफरेंट दिखता है। अगर यहाँ पे सपोज कोई ऑब्जर्वर है, यहाँ पे ऑब्जर्वर खड़ा हुआ है, तो स्टार की लाइट आ चुकी है और बैंड हो के जो उसकी अपेरेंट पोजीशन है वो एक्चुअल पोजीशन से थोड़ा, सपोज दिस इज एन एक्चुअल पोजीशन, ठीक है, बट जो उसको अपेरेंट पोजीशन है वो यहाँ पे दिखेगी। वाई? बिकॉज ऑफ एटमॉस्फेरिक रिफ्रैक्शन ऑफ लाइट। सो द ट्विंकलिंग इज ड्यू टू, व्हाट इज द राइट ऑप्शन? रिफ्रैक्शन ऑफ लाइट बाय अर्थ एटमॉस्फेयर। ओके, बिकॉज अर्थ एटमॉस्फेयर जो रिफ्रैक्शन करेगा दैट इज कॉल्ड एटमॉस्फेरिक रिफ्रैक्शन ओनली। दैट्स व्हाई द अपेरेंट पोजीशन ऑफ स्टार अपीयर्स डिफरेंट एज कंपेयर टू द एक्चुअल पोजीशन। ओके, नेक्स्ट, व्हाई स्काई लुक ब्लू ऑन अ क्लियर डे? व्हाई इट लुक्स ब्लू? Red light scatter more than blue? No. Blue color scatter more due to small wavelength than red. Okay. See, blue color has high frequency and more wavelength than red. No, blue color doesn't have has more wavelength than red. So which is the correct option? Blue color scatter more. That's why sky look blue, because scattering is more of blue color. Why scattering is more? Because wavelength of blue color is less as compared to red. So B is the right option. Come to next. Cause of blue color of the ocean. Because blue color has the longest wavelength. This is not right. Blue color has the shortest frequency. No. No scattering of light? No. Water molecules scatter blue light more than others. Yes. You know, water molecules also act as a transparent surface, and when a light ray strike on it, they will scatter blue light more because blue light has shorter wavelength. So D option is the right one. Next, why sun appears reddish in early morning? रेडिश क्यों लगता है सन हमें? ब्लू लाइट एंड अदर कलर ऑफ शॉर्टर वेवलेंथ स्कैटर अवे. ओके. रेड कलर हैज द लॉन्गेस्ट वेवलेंथ. दैट आल्सो सीम्स राइट. रेड कलर स्कैटर लेस. डी ऑप्शन ऑल ऑफ द अबव. दीज थ्री ऑप्शंस एक्सप्लेन दिस लाइन ओनली. जो सनलाइट होती है वो अभी सन बिलो द हॉरिजन है, बट जो रेड कलर है उसकी वेवलेंथ ज़्यादा होने की वजह से उसकी स्कैटरिंग लेस होती है. और यू ऑल्सो नो व्हेन सन इज नियर द हॉरिजन तो अर्थ सरफेस तक पहुंचने के लिए उसको बहुत लॉन्ग डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल करना पड़ता है उस लाइट को. और बाकी सारे कलर्स जो है उनकी वेवलेंथ लेस है तो उनकी स्कैटरिंग ऑलरेडी हो चुकी होगी जब तक वो हम तक पहुंचती हैं. बट जो सन की लाइट है वो बिकॉज ऑफ रेड लाइट जो है उसकी वेवलेंथ बहुत लार्ज है, स्कैटरिंग भी उसकी लेस है. So the only light that is visible to us at the time of sunrise is of red color. So which is the right? All of the above. Next, what will be the color of sky in the absence of atmosphere? If there is no atmosphere, means no atmosphere, no scattering of light will takes place and the sky will appear dark. Yes, D is the right option. Next, a ray of light incident on a prism undergo how many refraction? You have to tell the number of refraction. Obviously, if this is a prism, firstly one reflection will takes place here where it will bend towards the normal. Second reflection will takes place here where it will bend away from the normal. How many refraction? 1 plus 1, 2. So 2 is the right option. Next. In a given diagram, angle of incidence is at point. Where is an angle of incidence? Let's say I have taken this point as D point. So tell me where is an angle of incidence? It is always formed between the normal and incident ray. So here is an angle of incidence and where is it formed? At point D. So D is the right option. Next, what will happen when a ray of white light falls on a prism? A band of 7 color is formed on this inside the prism? No. A band of 7 color is formed on the screen. Okay. Band of 8 color is formed? Not possible. None of the above. B option is the right one, because when they scatter and screen is placed to the right, so all those colors will be formed on the screen, because observation has to be done somewhere, no? Next, which color bends the most? Bends the most means डेविएशन. किस कलर की मैक्सिमम डेविएशन होगी? जिसका रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स ज़्यादा होगा उसकी डेविएशन सबसे ज़्यादा होगी. और रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स किसका ज़्यादा है? वॉयलेट कलर. नेक्स्ट, द फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ लाइट इज इक्वल्स टू. व्हाट इज फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ लाइट? I told you one expression. C is equals to mu lambda and C by lambda is equals to frequency. So which is the right option? C by lambda 1 by F, 1 by lambda 1 by R. C by lambda. Next, speed of light in vacuum is. What is the speed of light in vacuum or air? I told you it is denoted by C. Speed of light in vacuum or air is same, that is 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second, and it is maximum. Keep this thing in mind. So which is the right option? A. Next, a spectrum in which different colors occupy their own distinct position without any overlapping is called pure spectrum, visible spectrum, impure spectrum, and line spectrum. What is that? Where every color is occupying their own position, where no overlapping will take place. What type of spectrum will be formed? Pure. Next, a spectrum in which different colors of light overlap with each other is called, where overlapping takes place. What type of spectrum is that? Impure. Remember this thing, where there is overlapping of light rays, impure spectrum will be formed. With no overlapping, pure spectrum will be formed. Next, net deviation suffered by rays varies directly as net deviation. More is the refractive index, more will be the deviation. And which color has most deviation? Which color is the most deviated color? Violet. So directly, they are talking directly, not inversely. So which is the right option? Frequency, refractive index, reflection, none of these. So the correct option is refractive index. There is one thing, students, like we discussed that C is equals to mu lambda, na? So C upon mu is equals to lambda. Violet color has the least wavelength, so it has maximum frequency, and maximum frequency is of what? Violet color only, right? And violet color is also placed in denser medium. So if we talk about directly, so net deviation is directly frequency. More apt option will be refractive index, but if you try to relate both of these, then they can also be related, but the most apt one is refractive index. Okay, next, cause of dispersion is different color of white light deviate through same wavelength. No, wavelength is different for different colors. Different colors of white light deviate through same angle. No, different color of white light having different wavelength elevates through same angle, not possible. Different colors of white light have different wavelength, deviate through different angles, obviously. Because if angle is same, then the deviation will be the least. So that is not possible. So D is the right option. Which scientist first observed the visible spectrum of sunlight? Which scientist? Newton, Einstein, Max Planck, Heisenberg. Newton. Newton did an experiment where the recombination of spectrum takes place. What he did? He just passed the sunlight and make it strike on the prism, and that light is split up into 7 colors, right? So again, what he did? He just inverted the prism, and when these 7 color band passes through that, they merge into one color. Like this, it merged into one color, and after passing through this inverted prism, again a white light will come out. So recombination, he observed recombination of spectrum. What he did कि जब 7 कलर स्प्लिट हो रहे हैं और दोबारा से अगर एक इन्वर्टेड प्रिज्म प्लेस करेंगे तो वो 7 कलर्स दोबारा से मर्ज हो जाते हैं 1 कलर में, and that color is same as that of the incident light color. So this was Newton experiment. Next, from observation, Newton observed that sunlight cannot be split into 7 colors. Light that gives spectrum similar to sunlight is blue light. Light that gives spectrum similar to light of sun is red light. Light that gives spectrum similar to sunlight is white light. So which option seems right? D option, because the white light, when it split up into 7 colors. When it recombined, then it again merged into white light. So D option is right. Next, as we move above the Earth's surface, density of air goes on increasing. Density of air goes on decreasing. Upper layer are denser. Upper layer are facing. Obviously जैसे जैसे हम अर्थ सरफेस की तरफ को मूव करते हैं, so what happen? We are approaching towards the rarer medium. And when we are approaching toward rarer medium, so refractive index is always less of rarer medium. And refractive index is directly related to the density. More is the density, more will be the refractive index. So which option is right? Density of air goes on increasing? No, because we are approaching towards the rarer medium. So which option is right? B. Density of air goes on decreasing. Next, stars seem higher than their actual position. This I explained to you. Starlight come from rarer to denser medium. Okay. Starlight bends towards the normal. C option, apparent position is formed when starlight meet backward. Yes. All of the above. Yes. These three options seems right because these three are explaining this statement. So all of the above. Sun appears circular at noon. Why? Because sun is overhead. Obviously, rays of light enter into the earth normally. Yes. Rays suffer no refraction or bending on passing the earth atmosphere. Yes, because if they are just striking at 0 degree, if they are just striking in a normal way, so they don't have to suffer any refraction. So what is the right? Three of them seems right. So right option is D1. Next. Light from a star travel first in vacuum, then enter the earth atmosphere. Yes, true. First they come from air or vacuum, then they enter into the earth atmosphere. Next. Refraction of light by earth atmosphere because of variation in air density called atmospheric reflection, atmospheric dispersion, atmospheric refraction, atmospheric scattering. So this seems right. Atmospheric refraction. The refraction bending of light through the earth atmosphere, that is called atmospheric refraction. Next. Hot layer of atmosphere behaves as optically denser medium, inactive medium, rarer medium, either denser or rarer. Obviously hot layer will behave as rarer. So this option is right. Okay, so let's move to the next question. The angle between refracted ray and normal inside the glass prism is greater than I, less than I. I told you this thing already, that angle of incidence is greater than angle of refraction. And angle of incidence is also between normal and incident ray. Angle of refraction is also between normal and incident ray. But angle of incidence is always greater because it's a rarer. Less bending is here in case of angle I, less bending. And angle of refraction, when it goes from rarer to denser, is always less than I. So what is the right option? Less than I. Next. Sunlight passes through dense forest canopy is because of Snell's effect, Rayleigh's effect, Raman effect, Tyndall effect. See, when sunlight passes through, there are so many molecules that are present in air, so many dust particles, smaller particles also, and larger particles also, right? When ray of light strike on those dust particle, it split up, it scatter into different wavelength, different speeds. So you have to answer that what is actually an effect that is produced because of this scattering. So there is a scattering of light takes place when it hit any dust particle in its path. So that effect is called Tyndall effect. Scattering of light by any atom, by any scattering particle is called Tyndall effect. Next. Angle of deviation depends on factors. Material of the prism, angle of prism, angle of incidence, all of the above. There is a relation that is del is equals to A mu minus 1. So from here we can see this is called deviation. This is called angle of deviation. A is called angle of prism. and mu is called a refractive index. So which option seems right? All of the above. Angle of deviation also depends on material, that which type of material is prism made up of. Next, when x is greater than lambda, all colors scattered equally. Actually, this is in relation to Rayleigh's effect. What is Rayleigh's effect? You need to remember two things only. If we take x as the size of the scatterer size, if x is the scatterer size, and if it is very greater than the wavelength, so Rayleigh's effect is not applied here. Fine, and in that case rays of light will travel with the same wavelength, they will travel equally. But if size of the scattering particle or scatterer that will scatter the light is less than the wavelength, then Rayleigh's effect is valid. Keep this thing in your mind, students. So if the size of the scatterer is greater than the wavelength, Rayleigh's effect can't be applied over here. If the size of scatterer is less than the wavelength, so Rayleigh's effect is applied. So you have to choose what does x means. Scatterer size, observer, distance, length. What is that? X is called the scatterer size. Next, Rayleigh scattering is valid when? It is valid only if the size of the scatterer is less than the wavelength, then only it is valid. So this is the right option. Okay, because अगर स्कैटरर का ही साइज इतना ज़्यादा हो गया वेवलेंथ से, तो ये वेवलेंथ को सारी लाइट को इक्वल वेवलेंथ से ही इक्वली ही ट्रेवल करना पड़ेगा सारी रेज ऑफ लाइट को, क्योंकि अगर स्कैटरर ही बहुत लार्ज है तो ऑब्वियसली जो स्कैटरिंग होगी बिगर पार्टिकल की जिसकी वेवलेंथ ज़्यादा है उनकी अच्छे से हो पाएगी, बट जो स्मॉल वेवलेंथ होंगी वो तो इतने बड़े पार्टिकल से स्कैटर ही नहीं हो पाएंगी ना. सो दिस इज ए ऑप्शन इज द राइट वन. Which light is scattered easily? UV rays, shorter wavelength of light, infrared light, longer wavelength of light. So which is scattered more easily? Obviously a light which has shorter wavelength. So B option is right. Next, why danger signals are red? Choose the correct option. Red color has long wavelength, right? Red color has least wavelength, no. X is very less than lambda. Obviously the size of scatterer is very less. Size of the scatterer is less than the wavelength, so Rayleigh's effect can be applied over here. So what is Rayleigh's effect? From here you will come to know. Rayleigh's effect states that intensity of light is inversely proportional to the fourth power of wavelength. So according to it, red color is least scattered because it has a long wavelength. Intensity of red color, wavelength of red color is maximum. Okay, so intensity of red color will be the minimum. So which option is right? A, C, D. Which option? B is wrong obviously because red color की wavelength least नहीं होती. So A, C, D options are right. I hope you understood this question, students. So this question was very much related to, it includes Rayleigh's effect as well and explanation of Rayleigh's effect, because it's a relation between intensity and fourth power of wavelength. More will be the wavelength, less will be the intensity, and you can relate how much, by how much. So if a wavelength of something is 4, then intensity will be 4 raised to the power 4. Can you imagine how small will be the intensity? Very small. 1/4 and then raised to the power 4. Very less. Intensity will be very less. So A, C, D options are right from here. See, अगर स्कैटरर का साइज ही बहुत ज़्यादा लार्ज हो जाता तो सारी वेवलेंथ इक्वली ही ट्रेवल करती, तो पर्टिकुलर केस निकल ही जाता उसमें से, रेड कलर का केस ही निकल जाता जब सारी लाइट ने सेम ही वेवलेंथ से ट्रैवल करना है. बट हमें पता है कि जो रेड कलर होती है उसका तो सबसे लॉन्ग वेवलेंथ होता है, तो उस केस में रिले इफेक्ट लग रहा होगा, राइट? सो ये ऑप्शन भी सही है और ये दिस इज ऑल्सो राइट, ए इज ऑल्सो राइट, बी इज द ओनली ऑप्शन दैट इज रॉन्ग. सो okay students, so this was all about your chapter 10. I hope I have cleared some of your doubts. So still, in case if you have any doubt, you can ask in your comment section. Okay, so till then, we'll meet you soon with more questions. Okay.